HD. You're watching KGUN-9 on your side. News at 5.
A gas station clerk brutally stabbed early this morning. Tonight, he is fighting for his life, and his attacker is still on the loose. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Guy Atchley.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. 9 on your side's Liz Kodelik spoke with that victim's sister, and Liz joins us live this evening from the AM/PM where it all happened.
Jen, this is how it went down. A man walked up here at about 1 in the morning and stabbed the clerk behind the counter. That clerk, his name is Eric Bridges, a man we got to know today through his sister. 22-year-old Eric played baseball when he was younger, has a fiance, and was just about to begin taking college classes. His sister Logan says he's a guy who would give the shirt off his back for anyone, but tonight, Eric is fighting for his life.
For someone to do this senseless violence crime against him, it breaks my heart.
And we'll have more from our interview with the victim's sister at 6, but for now, police say the man who attacked Eric is still on the loose. They're looking for a man wearing a gray hoodie, jeans, and a black backpack. And of course, if you have any information, you're urged to call 911 or 88 crime. And the manager of this store has set up an account for anyone interested in donating money to Eric or his family, and I just got off the phone with his sister Logan, who says that he is still in critical condition, he's still unconscious, and he's going into his 3rd surgery. So for more updates and any other information, just visit KGUN9.com. Reporting live from the east side, Liz Kodelik, KGUN9 on your side.
Hope he pulls through, Liz. Thank you.
An Oro Valley High School teacher accused of sexual misconduct with a teenage girl. Parents are left wondering, how could this happen again? Kevin Keene is live at Ironwood Ridge High School.
Guy, school just let out just over an hour ago, and parents here are telling me that they are sad and angry over what has happened. A similar case like this happened here before recently, and we learned today that this teacher had been under investigation before. Charged with sexual conduct with a minor, Robert Brush appears in court by video. The judge tells the 30-year-old,
"You're not allowed to have any contact with the alleged victim in this case. You're not allowed to go to Ironwood Ridge High School."
Not allowed to go to Ironwood Ridge, where Brush is a marketing teacher. On Amphitheater School District's website, Brush wrote, "Before, I worked in the business world for 6 years in real estate, and with my free time, I like to referee for high school and college basketball." Oro Valley Police Lieutenant Carol Riley says the department actually investigated Brush back in March for a possible inappropriate relationship with a student at the school. She says there wasn't enough evidence to arrest him. This week, new evidence of a relationship with that one female student, and yesterday, an arrest.
In the teacher's position is a position of trust, and so it's very concerning to us, and we wanted to take quick action.
The severity of the charge is upped because of Brush's role as a teacher. He follows another Ironwood Ridge teacher, Melissa Ann Dalton, sentenced to 3 years in prison just last month for her sexual involvement with 3 students. Earlier this year, a teacher's aide in the district, Clarice Lee, charged with 4 counts of sexual conduct with minors. The judge let Brush out of jail this morning. He'll be back in court in a few weeks. And just moments before this newscast, I got a call from Brush's attorney. He says that his client, in this case, is innocent and will be fighting that charge. Live in Oro Valley, Kevin Keene, KGUN9 on your side.
All right, Kevin, thank you. 9 on your side reached out to Amphi School District this morning, and here's what they say. Quote, "The district immediately placed Mr. Brush on administrative leave, and OVPD officers arrested him. The district will assist OVPD in every possible way."
A rare murder mystery in Marana, a wife behind bars accused of killing her husband. But how and why? Not on your side's Maggie Vespa is digging through the details, and she joins us live from the newsroom.
That's right, Jen. Those questions still unanswered. Marana PD being very tight-lipped about this case, releasing the couple's names just minutes ago. They do say a 911 call came in just after 11 last night, leading police to this house on North Palmbrook Drive, just west of Twin Peaks and I-10. There they found 59-year-old Jerry Mayfield dead, his wife, 57-year-old Tony Mayfield, very much alive. Soon, she was alive in cuffs. Neighbors tell 9 on your side they heard the couple yelling last night.
I went to sleep in about an hour. I woke up later and there was flashing lights. The police had knocked on our door.
Now, Not on Your Side did a little digging. No record of domestic or other violence listed for the Mayfields. Tonight, Tony charged with a second-degree murder in the death of her husband. And Marana PD admits this is unusual for them. It's their third homicide in 5 years, their first for 2013. Live in the newsroom, I'm Maggie Vespa, KGUN-9 on your side.
Maggie, thanks.
A heartbroken mother pleads for your help today to find the man responsible for her son's tragic death. Have you seen this man? His name is Reyes Miranda, and almost 2 years ago, he was driving around Drexel and Mission Roads with his two friends when he slammed his car into a tree. The crash was so bad, the car was split in half. Reyes ran, but he left his two friends behind. One was seriously hurt. The other, Jesse Steele, died. Deputies say Reyes may be in Phoenix or Mexico. But today, Jesse's family finally speaks and tells us that now they just want justice.
The pain that I've gone through the last year, 11 months, and 24 days, I can't even tell you how bad it hurts, how hard it is to wake up in the morning. I just would, please, I beg of you, just help us locate him.
Jesse left behind a daughter, fiancée, and goddaughter. If you have any information, please call 911 or 88 Crime.
Now, your first warning weather with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen.
Well, our wind is picking up, and that means so do our fire weather concerns. In fact, over the next 48 hours, very concerned about wildfire conditions, especially across Graham and Greenlee counties. That is where we have a red flag warning through 8 o'clock this evening. But the wind gusts, like what we're seeing in southern Arizona now, in the 20 to 35 mile per hour range, will continue through our weekend. Right now in Tucson, the wind gusts are wind sustained at 17 miles per hour. The gusts are stronger than that. So will the wind keep up overnight? I'll have your out on the town forecast coming up. Aaron, thank you. We are getting a look inside the jail cell where Jodi Arias is living during the penalty phase of her trial. Fed up with accusations that Arias was getting special accommodations, Sheriff Joe Arpaio opened the cell doors to prove equal treatment for all inmates. The cell, as you're about to see here, is small. It's a little cluttered. There's lotion and newspaper clippings sitting next to a small picture of a cat. Comfortable or not, Arias is stuck here for 23 hours a day. Yesterday, the judge sent jurors home after unexplained delays. The trial is set to continue Monday when Arias is expected to address the jury.
Arizona Senator John McCain is putting out new information about the mass release of ICE detainees with criminal records. The February release happened to come at the same time as anticipated budget cuts. More than 2,000 detainees walked free in communities across the nation. We now know 622 of those had criminal records, 32 with multiple felony convictions. They include prostitution, robbery, and carrying loaded firearms. A former Tucson police officer facing child pornography charges is back in Tucson. Martin Ward sits behind bars this evening facing some hefty charges. Here he is in video court from yesterday. U.S. Marshals brought him back to Tucson last night. Police say Ward is part of an online child pornography sharing investigation. One investigator searched his home. They seized 28 hard drives, 14 thumb drives, 14 computers, and 6 digital cameras, but they are not saying what's on any of that. Ward is in jail on a $100,000 bond. He'll be back in court later this month. Congress boiled over today during the IRS political scandal's first hearing. Republicans and Democrats grilled Stephen Miller, the IRS commissioner forced to resign, about the agency's alleged targeting of Tea Party and other conservative groups seeking tax-exempt status. Miller said it was a foolish mistake by people trying to be more efficient, but some Republicans are blaming the Obama administration.
This appears to be just the latest example of a culture of cover-ups and political intimidation in this administration.
Democrats came to the defense, pointing out that many of the leaders at the agency when the scandal began were appointees of former President George W. Bush. Yet another sexual assault case for the U.S. military, this time at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, home to the 101st Airborne Division. Lieutenant Colonel Darren Haas, the officer in charge of sexual assault prevention,
was removed from his job after being arrested for violating a protective order to stay away from his estranged wife. This arrest comes just hours after President Obama met with top brass about sexual assaults in the military. The Fort Campbell firing was the third in 2 weeks of personnel assigned to military sexual assault prevention jobs.
The Boy Scouts of America's member policy is causing controversy across the nation. Today, local parents are protesting the BSA's proposed resolution to require open sexuality among Scouts. These parents are a part of the group On My Honor. They are worried the proposal will have a negative impact on BSA's values. The National Council will vote on the proposal May 23rd. Hundreds of comments on the Scouts' Facebook page reflect the division in opinions, with many members and leaders pushing to end the discrimination.
Still ahead on 9 on Your Side at 5, America's grumpiest cat is doing some charity work in Arizona. Look at that face. Plus, hundreds of animals are looking for a home, and this weekend might be a perfect time to make a new addition. We're going to tell you why coming up next.
In HD, Jennifer Waddell, Guy Ashley, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen. You're watching KGUN-9 On Your Side. News at 5.
Turkeys are trotting in their new home on Mount Lemmon tonight. Check this out. Arizona Game and Fish Department released these Gould's turkeys after they were found frolicking through Davis Mountain Air Force Base this morning. These turkeys are new to the area. They were first reintroduced to the Rincon Mountains in 2012.
Gobble, gobble. If you're looking to save a dog while saving some cash, you might want to head over to Pima Animal Care. The center is offering a $12 special adoption price. You can save almost $80 on a puppy and almost $60 on an adult dog. In past years, the center has done a $10 special to save 10,000 animals, but this year they upped their goal to find new homes for 12,000 pets.
Right now we're about 10,500, so we got a little ways to go, and we're hoping this weekend we'll get empty the kennels so we can take what's coming in the future.
The $12 price includes a microchip and vaccinations. The special runs through June 30th.
The world's most famous cat is giving back to the community. Grumpy Cat can't seem to crack a smile on her own, but the frowny feline can still bring happiness to others. The most loved cat on the internet is from right here in Arizona, and she's doing a little community service up in Goodyear. Grumpy Cat, whose birth name is actually Tartar Sauce, visited...
It's the way tartar is spelled.
The cat visited the Cancer Treatment Center to greet patients. Grumpy's owner says that despite Grumpy Cat's outward pout, she really does enjoy meeting the hospital's patients.
I am so glad we don't have to read a serious story right now. An unlikely hero comes to the rescue of 2 ducklings in danger. Yeah, that quacking is coming from a smartphone. The ducklings were trapped in this storm drain, and when workers tried to get them out, they swam farther away. Well, somebody thought to download a duck call app to calm down the ducklings, and it worked. Those little guys were reunited with their mother. Oh, so cute. I love to watch ducklings. I think they're just adorable. You got to wonder whether that app has anything to do with Duck Dynasty.
I was just thinking that.
They probably made it.
Still to come, we're in for a cool down.
Tartar sauce. Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen has your forecast when 9 on Your Side at 5 returns.
Now, KGUN-9 On Your Side First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Aaron Christensen.
Well, we are tracking a storm system moving through Arizona right now. You can see this line of clouds, some of that rain moving through the state, but it won't bring us any rain here in southern Arizona. It will, however, continue to bring us some pretty gusting winds, even statewide. We're talking 32-mile-per-hour gusts right now in the Flagstaff area, 35 for Kingman, 25-mile-per-hour gusts here in Tucson. So our fire weather concerns not just today, but really taking us through the weekend. Our red flag warning at this point does stand through 8 o'clock for northern Greenlee and Graham counties. This is where the wind is going to be the strongest and the humidity values the lowest. But quite frankly, all of us here need to use extreme caution with anything that can spark a fire. Those wind gusts moving in from the south-southeast. Those of you in Graham and Greenlee counties, I know that you're feeling that, and will continue to feel these gusts across southern Arizona through the weekend. So please, we're talking barbecue grills, fireplace, a fire pit, any tools that spark. All of those have been known to set off huge fires, and we really want you to use caution with any of these things because our temperatures will make you want to be outside this weekend. Wait until I talk about the temps. Yeah, some cooler air this storm system is blowing in. 28-mile-per-hour gusts in Oracle, just kind of zoning in here on southern Arizona. Closer look, Wilcox 26, 24-mile-per-hour gusts now in Sierra Vista, as well as Douglas. Here's a bird's eye view of this entire system. It's rather large. Let me point it out to you. See this? See that big dip right there in our jet stream? That dip is called a trough, and inside of this, significantly cooler air. So as this front here starts to push through Arizona, it's changing the pressure a bit. So that is why we're getting the wind here as the atmosphere tries to sort of react and rebalance itself. Tomorrow, the wind will still be an issue. Here's some of the forecast winds for Saturday. The way to read this is the sustained wind. These are the gusts. So in Oracle, pretty close to 30-mile-per-hour gusts for you. Tucson, 25, 30 in Wilcox. The strongest gusts tomorrow in the 26 to 37-mile-per-hour range across Safford, as well as Show Low. The good news is that 95 we reached today in Tucson will drop considerably tomorrow once that cold air from the trough moves in. A high of 89 for Tucson, 83 Wilcox, 81 Oracle. Yeah, you're seeing a lot of 80s in here, right? Oro Valley at 88, 86 Benson, and 84 Bisbee. A look at the extended KGUN9 on your side. 7-day now. That wind, yes, a bit of an issue for us here come Saturday and Sunday. But look at these temperatures. 89 tomorrow for Tucson. We'll be at 93 Sunday, 94 Monday, and then we warm back up. Most of next week, we will be toying with 99, maybe 100 degrees. So we'll certainly make another run at it. Hey, we have some pretty smart kids here in southern Arizona, and I wanted to point out several of them. The International Science and Engineering Fair was just held about a week ago, and we have several students who were honored today with grand awards. They are Kelsey Barter of University High, Eric Epstein of Tucson High, and Allison Kaith, also of University High. Allison, by the way, the daughter of our very own Alan Kaith. Big Al from Good Morning Tucson. So congratulations to all the winners.
Big Al has got to be proud.
Yes, I think he is.
Thank you.
Well, this might be the coolest weekend that we have for a long time, as you just saw in the forecast.
And luckily, there are a lot of outdoor events going on. Here's the Weekend Roundup. Enjoy music in the park with the Arizona Symphonic Winds at Udall Park Saturday evening at 7. And then music under the stars with the Tucson Pops Orchestra at the Demeester Outdoor Center in Reed Park Sunday at 7. The Copper Classic Car and Motorcycle Show takes over downtown Bisbee with raffles and prizes all day Saturday. In Wilcox, it's time for the Spring Wine Festival on Railroad Avenue Saturday and Sunday. The International Keno Festival takes place at Tubac Presidio Park Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2 to 3:30 each day. Take in the Mariachi Festival at Patagonia Lake State Park on Boulder Beach Saturday, 10 to 4. The Schnepp Farms Peach Festival is located at 24810 South Rittenhouse Road in Queen Creek Saturday and Sunday. Salt River Tubing begins with the Rockin' Rodeo Roundup. Go north on Power Road in Mesa Saturday 9 to 6:30. And listen to Arvell Bird, Celtic violinist, at the Arizona Folklore Preserve in Hereford Saturday and Sunday at 2 each day. For more information, go to KGUN9.com, click on Weekend Roundup at the bottom of the home page, and we'll be right back.
In HD, you're watching KGUN-9 on your side. News at 5.
Almost $1 million in jewels vanished from Cannes, France. Thieves stole the jewels from a hotel room. Police say the room's safe had been unscrewed from the wall and somebody snatched it. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood are in Cannes right now for the film festival. Ironically, the thieves swiped the jewels just hours after the premiere of the new film, The Bling Ring, a true story about a group of teens who broke into celebrity homes to steal their valuables. Needless to say, An investigation is underway.
Well, stealing millions in jewels isn't the way to get rich quick, but the lottery might be, and you may want to take your chances on this Saturday's Powerball drawing worth at least $600 million. Nobody matched Wednesday night's numbers, making tomorrow's jackpot the second largest in U.S. history, and you have a better chance of being struck by lightning or being attacked by a shark, but, you know, anything can happen.
You don't win if you don't play, right?
That's right. Still to come, a surprise homecoming you're going to want to see. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
In HD, you're watching KGUN-9 on your side. News at 5.
All right, this is one of those stories that you just want to watch it because it's just going to make your heart feel good, okay? A 9-year-old little girl gets a chance to throw out the first pitch at a major league game, and she gets a little bit of a surprise from her military dad. Let's roll the video so you can see what we're talking about. So she's out there, right? She throws the pitch, and she sees a message from her dad up on the big video board, right? It was her dad basically telling her how proud he was of her. But then watch what happens. See the catcher? That is her dad. He not only, recorded this big video board message for her, but he's the one who caught her pitch. Oh. What an amazing surprise homecoming, don't you think? That little 9-year-old girl, oh my gosh. She's got to just be so happy to be sitting on Daddy's lap right now,
isn't that great?
Yeah. The wife was there, the wife and the mom. And actually, nobody knew that he was coming home so soon. They knew that he was coming home eventually, but the whole thing was just a big surprise.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
that's great.
Makes you get all teary, just misty,
Yep.
So, okay, well, let's check the forecast before we go, shall we?
All right, one last look at the 7-day. A little bit cooler this weekend. Oh my, enjoy that 89 tomorrow. Won't be seeing that again anytime soon.
Right.
Let's see at 6.
This is how it went down. A man walked up here at about 1 in the morning and stabbed the clerk behind the counter. That clerk, his name is Eric Bridges, a man we got to know today through his sister. 22-year-old Eric played baseball when he was younger, has a fiance, and was just about to begin taking college classes. His sister Logan says he's a guy who would give the shirt off his back for anyone. But tonight, Eric is fighting for his life.
For someone to do this senseless...
In HD, you're watching KGUN-9 on your side. News at 5.
A gas station clerk brutally stabbed early this morning. Tonight, he is fighting for his life, and his attacker is still on the loose. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Guy Atchley.
And I'm Jennifer Waddell. 9 on your side's Liz Kodelik spoke with that victim's sister, and Liz joins us live this evening from the AM/PM where it all happened.
Jen, this...
Live at Ironwood Ridge High School.
Guy, school just let out just over an hour ago, and parents here are telling me that they are sad and angry over what has happened. A similar case like this happened here before recently, and we learned today that this teacher had been under investigation before. Charged with sexual conduct with a minor, Robert Brush appears in court by video. The judge tells the 30-year-old,
violence crime against him. It breaks my heart.
And we'll have more from our interview with the victim's sister at 6. But for now, police say the man who attacked Eric is still on the loose. They're looking for a man wearing a gray hoodie, jeans, and a black backpack. And of course, if you have any information, you're urged to call 911 or 88 crime. And the manager of this store has set up an account for anyone interested in donating money to Eric or his family. And I just got off the phone with his sister Logan, who says that he is still in critical condition, he's still unconscious, and he's going into his 3rd surgery. So for more updates and any other information, just visit KGUN9.com. Reporting live from the east side, Liz Kodelik, KGUN9 on your side.
Hope he pulls through, Liz. Thank you.
An Oro Valley High School teacher accused of sexual misconduct with a teenage girl. Parents are left wondering, how could this happen again? Kevin Keene is live.